Hello there, hi guys, welcome back to my channel, the Big Sister Talk with Cubs. And if this is your first time stopping by, welcome to this space. And my name is Nkabele. This is a space where we discuss all things human, as in human experiences, everyday life happenings, relationships, and many more. And I always say when I talk about relationships, I'm talking about it can be love relationship, it can be sibling relationship, so that will fall under family. It can be spousal relationships. It can be uh, colleagues or your church people, friends, whatever you call them, the people that you go to church with. And uh, this is the space where we discuss all of those things and more. I'm trying to adjust a little bit. Please bear with me. So, today I came here because I want to talk about self love. I'm talking about self love, but it wasn't the topic that I had intended to talk about. This topic was inspired by a lady online called Inomorolo. Ino inspired me to talk about this because today, the reason why I took the decision today to talk about that, or her rather, and before I go further, disclaimer, I am not a Ngozi channel. I don't talk about such. I'm not good at talking about Bo, Ngozi, gossip, and that. But I was inspired because, as I always say, my channel or our channel, this is me and you's channel. So it is about relationships, it is about building each other, it's about learning from each other. And therefore, Inomorolong, I didn't know her before yesterday. Yesterday in the morning, Twitter streets were busy. Hey, Inomorolong ki oman. The lady is trending. And I'm like, okay, let me go check. And then it's trending because she had I will call it a confrontation with Gigi Lamaine. So, no, I'm wrong, sorry. You see, that's why I'm saying I'm not a Mgozi channel. It wasn't a confrontation. This lady was talking to, you know, was talking to Gigi Lamaine. She made a live video talking a lot of things about how Gigi Lamaine is taking her man, how Gigi Lamaine is wrong on befriending a boyfriend, or now I hear it's an ex, on Instagram. I'm laughing at myself because this is so out of my comfort zone. And you will know in a while why I'm talking about this. So, okay, this is yesterday, it came, it went, I listened, because, yeah, we do listen, we do watch their videos online, we do read the comments, and now, and I felt like, but, in as much as I don't know you, what, like the energy that that lady was using to fight, to attack, it was more of a confront. Go to Onabua as though Obona, she's standing in front of Gigi Lamaine. Okay. It came, it went, as I say yesterday. Today, Kio again. I watched the premiere of a certain podcast yesterday where also appeared, and was now talking. The podcast is talking about how is going under the knife. Those things of the liposuctions, the cuts. I don't know what they call them, and is going for that. So I'm watching with so much interest. The presenter is Ino's friend Tebogo Tobejani, and now they're talking about going under the knife. And I felt like, oh, I'm gonna love it here. I want to watch, I want to know more. I'm interested in just knowing, because truth be told, in South Africa we don't have such channels where they're talking about the cuts. When I say the cuts, I'm talking where they will cut the body and then I don't maybe I need to cut too, but this is not about me. So they are okay. For me, honestly, I didn't think she's being exposed. I only heard with her later. Hore, the friend, the Botobejane exposed her. Why did she do that? That was supposed to be aired in December. And you know what? We enjoyed it. I personally enjoyed watching, and I don't have a problem with watching and then when later you come and show us the body. I don't know how your argument was, but anyway, again now this morning we wake up Inoki, and I'm like, okay, so now here's where the inspiration came in. I'm like, I didn't know her before yesterday. Yesterday she was on the streets of the online streets. Arohaka Gigi Lamin, ne? And then today she wakes up again. I think this happened last night, but we wake up to the video today. And Kiwo and I felt like this inspired me to talk about self-love. And I thought, you know what, I hope, Morolong makes me feel like maybe these things are not talked about a lot, where we can, as women, advise each other. As I always say, my channel is the sister talk, the big sister talk. So I'm trying to advise where I can. So it's a sisterly advice channel where we talk about these things. And I remember, when does that, it doesn't mean there's anything wrong with her. It doesn't mean there's she has a problem of sorts. She does not. These are things that happen on a daily. It's just that with them, because they are on TV or on Twitter or on Instagram, we see them, then we happen to know what they are going through. But these are the things that people go through on a daily. These are the fights that people go through at work and in their families on a daily basis. Now, it was very unfortunate that she had a fallout with Gigi Lamin. This is yesterday. Today we are seeing again, is here now talking about Tebogo Tobejane and how, and you know what she said to, yesterday when I watched the video, she was saying to Gigi Lamin, I'm gonna come for you. Today when talking to Tebogo Tobejane, she was saying again something along the lines of, I'm gonna come for you. So loosely translated, it is, I'm gonna come for you, and I felt like, I think I need to talk about this as a sister, as my channel is talking about this. So as I said, the disclaimer earlier, that I'm not a what do they call it, gossip channel. And therefore, if you want to know all the details, seems right o teng, o Wami o teng, Patricia Ndlovu o teng, ba teng, Ndebuti o teng, ko the Tea World, you can go there and watch how everything happened. So here now, I'm here just to say, I want to advise and talk about self-love, which is defined as love of self or regard for one's own happiness. And then the reason why I'm saying I was inspired, I felt like, as I say, yesterday I watched, and I even thought, I don't know, whatever. But today I felt like maybe somebody needs to talk to her. Some things are cries for help, where you would want to say to, you need some time to look within, to give yourself some love. You need some time to regard your own happiness, and do not allow anything or anyone to come and take that from you. Wabona, today I'm wearing orange. It's because the day was out, the sun was shining. I mean, the sun was out, and it was shining. It was bright and beautiful today. So we need to show that we are happy. We need to guard our happiness. It's important. Do not allow Hore, just because she said Gigi Lamin was trying to take her man, and then she has to come and spew bile online, and then Tebogo they happened to air the show before. Apparently it was not her agreement with them, Instead of maybe talking to the management, talking to whoever they talk to, she comes and fights. And as I say, I'm not reporting on that as a gossip. I'm just saying I'm looking at the factor of love or lack thereof, where a person is always ready to fight, always ready to attack, always ready to say, you know what, I'm gonna come for you, and that and that. We need self-love, people. We need to love ourselves. We need to guard our happiness. We need to also love the people around us enough to say, this person is my friend. I don't expect that from her. What could have happened for her to do that? You know, love your friends enough to say, I don't think she did it deliberately, rather than coming out, you know, daggers flying and wanting to already want to prove a point, saying I'm coming for you and all of those things. And then I was saying, you know, love, self-love has been conceptualized both as a basic human necessity and as a moral flaw. But it can easily be mistaken for selfishness, egotism, and narcissism, which is what I thought about Eno. And I thought, man, she has some narcissistic behavior where she wants people to be maybe what she wants, or to be as clean as she wants. But I don't think she's a bad person. And so self-love is also a state of appreciation for oneself that grows from actions that support our physical, psychological, and spiritual growth. So I also wanted to say to that, you know what, as a person, your physicality does not define you. You know, you are valuable because you are you, not because of your body. And I understand that she was angry because the video or the show was aired where she was showing that she's going to cut and trim the body and the liposuction stuff and that and that. And as South Africans, I'm sure we were all ready to watch that, because guess what, those shows, we see them on shows such as Botched. I used to like watching Botched because it's fascinating to see somebody going under the knife and then they are cut and then they are down to the size that they want. I mean, it's a very fascinating factor. So she didn't have to take it that way. And this is, as I say, where the self-love comes in, and where I say, when I describe it, I say self-love, you have to love yourself enough to be assertive in making your point across, as opposed to wanting to fight, as opposed to wanting to attack all the time. Because first of all, she's saying that, how can you show while I'm still even healing? The body senses that, our body senses such vibrations, and you are saying you haven't even healed. And I was thinking, to heal fast, you need to rest, you need to be happy, you need to, your body, your mind need to relax a bit. And therefore that means it will hinder your healing process. Now I am so happy to get to this point where I'm saying, earlier, maybe 2 hours ago, I saw again, apologizing to Tebogo. She realized that she was wrong in how she handled the matter. I think they spoke as friends, and I'm glad, as a big sister, I'm glad that people can see their mistakes and be big enough to say, I am sorry. That is one aspect of showing that the self-love. Now, this is also where I'm coming in as to say, I thought was losing it, but I realized she has people that loves her around her, because she then again, just a short while ago, I was watching on the Popcorn Room where she's now talking to NLA Gigi Lamaine. Guys, never ever get to a point of helping somebody hate or helping somebody when they fight. I made a video about this. If you can go back to my old videos where I'm talking about it doesn't work. That thing does not work. You know what? Gigi Lamayne and Eno were in the same room, laughing, calling each other friend, and it's a beautiful thing. It is a very beautiful thing to see. People can, Gigi. I respect Gigi. She showed her big heart. She showed that, because you know what, after everything, while we as South Africans are still worked out on how was attacking her, she was like, no, mistakes are made by people. And I believe Tebogo made a mistake. And I want to say, I commend everybody that is, the friends that are closer to Tebogo, because she also, it's good that she's also accepting that I think I have a problem of snapping. So she's saying, she apologized to Gigi, she apologized to Tebogo Tobejani. She's even saying to us, guys, we love each other. It was just a mistake. We worked together. And this is the self-love that I wanted to show. Hore, love yourself enough to be able to even apologize when you are wrong. It shows that has potential of, because she mentioned that she's gonna go seek help. She's right, it is very commendable. And I hope I can meet her and work with her someday, because she's saying that she has an NGO where she's talking to women. I wish I could talk to her about that, so that we can help to build each other, as people. And this is a very, very commendable thing that they did as women in this country of ours, where every time people will be saying people hate each other, people fight, especially women, and that and that. And it's a very commendable thing. And I thought, let me make a video where, as I always say, our videos are things that happen every day, the issues that we deal with on our daily basis. So I didn't want to sit here and just talk as though I'm maybe pulling things out of the air. I deliberately wanted to make a living example, to say, do you see that it is absolutely normal? These things do happen. So here I wrote, self-love means taking care of your own needs and not sacrificing your well-being to please others. So pleasing others in this case of Morolong, it is beautiful to say, because look, there's nobody who doesn't have enemies. There's obviously people who were happy that they are fighting, but chose to be a bigger woman and say, I will apologize to my friend Tebogo, I will apologize to Gigi. They work together in the same industry, so that the enemies don't end up laughing. So that's why I'm saying, back to my other video where I was talking about, don't help me hate. The best that a person can do is to advise and say, but is it really necessary? And there are two brothers, I forgot their names, where they saying, saying, one is Femi Lage, the very, very guy that the fight started with on the issue of Gigi Lamayne. I commend such people, men that are not happy to see women fighting over them. A man that says, no, guys, you can do better. You can do better. Come together, talk. They are in the same room, laughing. There's another brother that they mentioned. I commend such people, It's beautiful to see that, also saw that it was really wrong for me to snap. She admitted that she has that personality of just maybe jumping to conclusions before she sees where the problem is. And I hope that she can go seek help, as she has said, and come back to also educate us on such matters. So I'm talking on this channel, knowing, as I said, that these are things that are happening on a daily basis. So I said, not everybody takes responsibility for the energy they put out into the world, but I commend, that she went and took responsibility, and everything happened so fast, you guys. It was yesterday when it was about Gigi Lamayne, and Gigi went to lawyers, and now was supposed to either pay up or go to jail. It was a big issue. And then today it was Tebogo. Everything was like a lot of hype and fire, like burning, but it died out as quick. Why? people have self-love. People think. People, you have to love yourself enough to say, I'm wrong, and I comment, for doing that. I was not supposed to do that. And I'm sure they will also apologize to her and say, I didn't know that maybe you don't want this thing aired. It teaches us a lot, people. It teaches us a lot. So not everybody takes responsibility, but did. And we have to protect our energies as people. If you're in a happy mood, like we want to always be in, like upbeat and in a happy mood and that, protect that energy, because the enemy is out there to steal and destroy. That word is not only in the Bible. Those are the things that we realize and we see on a daily basis. And I said it's not rude or wrong for a person to remove themselves from situations or the company of people who are draining them. So if realize that there are people that when I'm around them, instead of maybe advising me not to do things, they would rather be saying, yeah, show me, go for it. And she chose to step out of that, went and apologized. Bona, they are in the same room, sitting shoulder to shoulder, her and Gigi Lamin on the popcorn room. It was such a beautiful thing to see, because I thought, no man, you can't be one person and in the space of 2 days you're fighting so badly with people. And the energy that she was putting on when she was talking about Gigi yesterday, and the energy that she was talking about Tebogo today, or to Tebogo, because that one was a call, it was too much. You would want to say, why don't you take that energy and invest it within you? Love yourself. But as I say, the twist of events was so beautiful, where at the end of the day, she saw that she was wrong. She saw that she was wrong and appreciated herself, because that is another aspect of self-love, where you appreciate yourself. It grows from the actions and the support that you get from the people that are surrounding you. So I hope their friendship really goes far here in Tebogo. And guys, we need to see that transformation. I personally want to see that transformation. I personally love that show, because we don't have it in South Africa. And people do go for these operations, but nobody shows us how I looked like before. And the before and the afters, we only see it on television and it was an American show that I used to see. Meaning, if you see it on TV and it's American people, you feel like, is it really? It's a bit far-fetched. So these are people that come from our communities here, speak the same languages as we do. It's a beautiful thing, guys. I commend that, and I want to see some more. So that was all for me today. And I hope that if you love this video in the first place, if you know Ino, go give her a hug for me and say, somebody mentioned you, Nkabele mentioned you. She says, well done. Give Gigi Lamin a hug for me and tell her she is big. She showed her big heart. She showed her big personality. It was a very smart move that she did, because if it was another person, she was going to go back and fight as well. All these women are phenomenal women, and this is what my channel is about. And I hope that if you enjoyed this video, thumbs it up, like, comment, share, and please subscribe to my channel. I'm trying to grow. I have a dream. My dream is to see this channel grown. I want to see this channel going far, helping each other. The main thing is about women loving each other, supporting each other. And hence, I'm saying to you, I am not a gossip channel, but today I spoke about something that I saw online. Why? It is stuff that happens in our lives. It is things that happen between us as families. It is stuff that happens at work where there's some misunderstandings, and instead of talking, the advice I would give is that the minute she feels worked out, the minute she feels like she's angry, she must go away from her phone, her camera, switch off her data, not go anywhere near online media, because you know what, she's quick on that. So, but I'm glad we learned from that. Thank you so much, people. Mwah.